All right, in this next example, we're going to be given an equation of a circle, and then we need to find out what the radius is and where the center is located. So let's check this one out. The equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared minus 8x plus 4y minus 16 equals 0. Find the center and the radius of the circle, then graph the circle. So there's a lot of things that we need to do in order to accomplish this. The first thing that we're going to do here is identify what the constants are and isolate them. So basically, we're going to move everything that's not a variable to the other side of the equation. So first, let me write out what this equation is. X squared plus y squared minus 8x plus 4y minus 16 equals 0. So the only thing that we just need to move to the other side is this minus 16. So we're just going to add 16 to both sides of the equation. So what are we left with? While this is happening, I'm also going to group my x values and my y values. So x squared, what else is my x value? Minus 8x plus y squared plus 4y equals positive 16. Cool. So now I'm sure you're wondering, well, how do we get to this point into the equation of a circle? So this, we would have to tap into our prior knowledge of, what is it called again? Completing the square. So that is like algebra that we need to use. Completing the square, the last time we did that was for factoring polynomials, okay? So we're gonna do that same exact idea here. So what I'm doing right now is I am opening up space to complete the square here. So if you forget what completing the square is, it's basically if we are given something like this, x squared plus b equals 10, and we wanted to factor it into like x plus b squared like this, we would need to complete the square. And how do we complete the square again? We just get our b value, we divide it in half, and then we square that value to complete the square. So let's try that out. So if I wanted to complete the square here, we're going to take this b value. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. And we're going to square that value. And negative 4 squared is 16. And then for this one also, 4, we take our b value divided by 2 equals 2. And then square that value is going to be 4. So right here, we completed the square. Remember that when you complete the square, we are adding something extra to this left side of the equation. And by the properties of equality, whatever we do on the left side of the equation, like in this case, when we add 16 and we add 4, we also have to add 16 and 4 to the right side. So I'm also going to add 16 and add 4. So just don't forget that step. So now watch this. If we group this together, our x squared minus 8x plus 16, can we factor this to make it look like x minus h squared? And the answer is yes, we can. So x squared minus 8x plus 16, if we were to factor this, it is going to be x minus 4 squared. So this now becomes this, right? We just simplified it. We factored it. Alternatively, what about our plus y? So plus, what about this over here? What does this factor into? How do we simplify this? Well, y squared plus 4y plus 4 is the same thing as y plus, well, what did we get here? 2. 2 squared. This is the same thing as this. This is the same thing as this. Now it looks like the equation of a circle. And it's going to equal 16 plus 16 plus 4. 16 plus 16 is 32. 32 plus 4 is 36. Cool. So this right here is our equation of the circle. It's basically this, but simplified now. Okay. And we did that by completing the square and factoring and by using all of the things that we already know. All right, but what is it asking us to do? Find the center and the radius. All right, well, remember, the center is located at HK. And what is our h and our k value? Our h value is this -4. But remember, opposite sign. So it's actually going to be the center is located at +4. Oh, and if it's +2, then opposite and -2. So we have the center at 4, -2. What about the radius? Well, since this right here, 36 is our r squared, all we have to do is just square root this. So the square root of 36 is 6, which means that the radius is 6. All right, let's go ahead and graph this. If I wanted to graph this by hand, first I would want to create a coordinate plane. And the center is located at 1, 2, 3, 4, -2, right over here at 4, -2. And the radius is 6. So I'm going to go 6 units up, 6 units to the left, 6 units to the right, 6 units down. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to estimate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right over here. And 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 right over here. And it should look something, oh boy, hold on to your hats, like that. Okay, that is our circle. But for the intents and purposes of this, let's go ahead and graph this on here. X minus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 36. Boom! There is our circle. I love it. Where's the center? 4, -2? Yes, look at that. 4, -2. I bet you the radius, this point over here, is 10, -2. It is! That's because the radius is 6 units, and 4 plus 10 is... Wait, 4 plus 6 is 10. What about over here? This one would definitely be -2, -2. Genius. Okay, so just to recap again, we reordered this. We're supposed to complete the square. You want to use like different types of algebra in order for you to create this, and one of those methods is by remembering to use completing the square whenever you approach something like this, and then create it into your formula. Find out where your center is by taking your h value and your k value, and then you square root this value to get your radius. And that's it. Okay, that's it. Bye.